All right, good evening, everyone. Good evening, every student of the National Open University of Nigeria. Now, give me just 2 minutes, all right, to send to students, all right. Our 8:30 is 8:30, so I must be live here, but I will send the message to students, all right. Just 2 minutes. Thank you so much. All right. Good evening, first. Good evening, everyone. You're welcome to this meeting for tonight. This is one of your admin from the non-use team. My name is Prof. Those that know me can call me Mr. Prof. I've been the speaker here, giving you the orientation directly on the platform. Several students have been coming to me. We want to see my face one-on-one. And now I said it earlier that we have diverse means of passing information to students. We have the Zoom, we have our Telegram, we have our YouTube. To those who are not yet on our Telegram, the video will be sent to us. Now we are going to we won't waste much time here because of data, because of time, because of data, because of time, and because of tomorrow's work. All right. So we're going to take at least nothing less than 30 to 45 minutes here, as well as questions. Now, the questions will not, we're going to answer only few questions, and the rest will be sent on the Telegram, on our WhatsApp, and as well on diverse means we are into. Now, this very hour, we're going to be we'll be discussing, all right, on what are the prerequisites, what are especially new students and registered students who don't understand what the school entails. Now, the reason why we are here once again with something like this, we're going to be making use of practicalizing something here on the board. All right. To those joining us on the platforms, you are all welcome. Good evening, everyone. Now, as we are going on, once the question is being asked, ensure to drop a question on the comment section. Once again, good evening, prospective and registered, freshers and old, undergraduate and postgraduate students in the National Open University of Nigeria. You are welcome to this evening's webinar scheduled for all students, but most especially students, those who are new, that enter the school as direct entry, undergraduates, and postgraduates into the university. Note, like I said earlier, because of time, data, and tomorrow's being working Monday, we won't stay long. All right, we won't stay long because of the time, and as well, we will take only few questions. All right, we will take only few questions on this platform, and then we go to channel the WhatsApp. We're going to channel the other questions on our WhatsApp platform. Before we proceed, note None of the non-news team is a student or anyone, but an educational body, educational consultant created to meet student needs. All right, created to meet students' complaints and needs. All right. Now I'm seeing several students. Good evening. You are all welcome. Good evening, everyone. You are all welcome to this platform. Now let's get to the main point. Now, to the students in the Open University who don't understand the noun system on its own, now I will advise you, let's start with utilizing the school logo, work and learn, using it for its interface, work and learn. As you work, so you learn. Now, you might be working in Canada, in US, or Europe, but needs a school system that does not need you physically. You might be someone who is writing or working in Nigeria, but time do not give you the chance to attend the school environment except once in the blue moon. You might be someone who wants to, multi-study. Now, when we are talking about multi-studying, we are saying that what you are doing to study. You are interested in doing you are interested in working, taking your course in now, taking another course in another university. For example, now let's say you are someone that you are aiming to work as an economist, all right, and you want to increase your profession to another profession for the job sector. You can work in now and also proceed with like the ICANN, ACCA, and so on and so forth. So now enables that, and we have past students who have done all this severally. We have students who multitask from one school to another in this same now university. We have students who are in UK, who are studying in UK, and as well studying in this same now. All right. So I have to mention all this. I said I will be brief, because of data and because of time, and as well because of students who are having series of questions. Now, um, let's look at the non-exams. Non-exams is coming close. I said it some times back, one of the webinar we conducted. We said we are going to conduct a webinar for students in the month of May. Please note that your exams is coming up in June. We have two exams. We are having the POP exams and the E exams. E exams is for 100 and 200 level students. Now, as we are talking like this, I will like you students to take a sheet of paper and your pen. Although this video is well recorded, this webinar is recorded, you can return back and rewatch it. That is why we make use of YouTube. For past students who have been here with us, in fact, if you want videos in the next 10 years, this video is so take a sheet of paper if you don't want to come back here due to data, and record every details being said here tonight. Now, like I was saying, exams for 100 level and 200 level is what we call e-exams. And when we are talking about e-exams, we are saying this electronic. E-exam means electronic exam. Take note of that. Electronic examination. That is where you make use of CBT. Now, note that I said this for 100 and 200 level. Now, the reasons why the school is making use of CBT exams is because don't forget that now school do not accept JAMB, or what we call UTME. The institution do not accept JAMB. So they want to familiarize you with how the JAMB exam look like. And that is not only one. Then two, the institution. Don't forget it's an open and what? Distant learning education. Now, this CBT, the reason why it's very compulsory is because the certificate is more recognized in abroad than home. So when you get to 300 level, then you start making, that is when you get to 300 level to 400 level and 500 level. That is when you will start making use of the conventional university, and which is known as what? The pen on paper. Now, when I say CBT, it is the computer. You make use of laptops and what? And what we call the desktop to answer your what? Answer your exams. Then the POP. POP stands for pen on paper. Pen on paper, you will use pen to write on books. Now, this one is for, by the time you get to 300 level, we are going to orientate you on that. You know, during the webinar we have conducted, we told you we are taking you from your first semester, you join the school, till when you drop your pen. Till when you drop your pen in now, we are going to take you from 100 level, we guide you, we orientate you, we will tell you because you can't know all things in now. So this one is another case. So this is the CBT exam. I believe many of you are now familiarized with TMAs, but we'll come to that. Then the CBT exam is known as computer-based test and electronic exam, like the JAMB or UTME. We are going further later on. That will be the second or first week of May. We're going to elucidate, we will expatiate on that more. All right. So for 100 and 200 level students, if you are in this category, be prepared for this. And now let me quickly brief you on this. Biometric have started, and most importantly, clearance has begun in some study center. If your study center has begun clearance, now when we are talking about clearance, now where is this my duster? Now when we are talking about clearance, now note that clearance is meant. Hold on, please. Now, when you're talking about clearance, now clearance means exam clearance. It means you are cleared to sit for noun examination. After biometry, because I've been seeing students reaching out to me, oh, Mr. Prof, I don't understand the meaning of this clearance. I have done biometric. Now, biometric is just a recognition. It's like in JAM, when you want to sit for JAM, there are some things you have to do, fingerprints, everything. That is the aspect of biometric. And reason for this is we have students who, impersonate. For example, 100 level students, let's assume it's a 300 level student writing exams for 100 level students. All right. I can see every one of this comment section. If you are following up, for me to know if you are following up, let's just do well to just give a like on the platform. Now, we have talked about this biometric. Now, the importance of this exam clearance is as a pass. Now, let's use this logic. If you are traveling to UK, you are a student, you are just a normal person, you are traveling to UK, all right? You will need a ticket traveling to UK. If you want to do, let's assume you want to purchase something, you will need to what? Get a ticket. So likewise, this clearance, you will need this clearance to sit for examination. Don't forget, this is what we have been doing for close to 10 years as an educational consultant. Like I said, we are not a student, we are educational body and consultant to use students to guide you, to put you through. So the exam clearance is needed, but it's not compulsory you go now. You can wait till May. I mean, do those who are working, you can go, but the clearance starts from Monday to Friday. That's the best, because going Saturday is a waste of time. So the exam clearance, like I said, is compulsory. It is, let me use the word, a pass. All right. We can see your likes. We can see all your likes. Thank you so much. It shows you are following. Let's also do well to share to students as well so that they will know about all this. Now, that is the first aspect. I hope we all understood this CBT exam clearance and so on and so forth. So it is a pass, a must. I am rushing because I don't want us to use close to even 1 hour. That is why I'm rushing. I don't want us to waste data here. All right. Now, so that's the first aspect regarding the exams of his own. All right. That's the regarding the exams of his own. Now, please note this quickly, very importantly. If you are among here us watching this webinar and you know, because this thing is called planning, you know that now know this POP exam starts next month in the month of May. Year exam starts June. Now, if you know you cannot throughout the month of June, let's assume because we know that now is work and learn. Now, throughout the month of June, you know you can't attend the exams. Let's assume because of, let's say, work, or you need to travel. We have students like that. We have several students like that. Please and please reach out to any of the Noun News team or reach out to me one-on-one personally on this contact here. This is the contact 081130. So this is for those, let's assume you're in Canada right now watching this, you're in UK or in Europe, and you know that, oh, I searching for now, but you cannot attend. You have seen the future. Please reach out to this contact or any of the Noun News team. We are going, don't forget, we are the one taking all this thing in bulk, in massive bulk, in thousands of bucks, and sending it on behalf of students at the headquarters. So reach out to us. That's the first aspect. All right. Like, don't forget that this CBT is, it will be at your study center. It is written at your own study center. Know this, all these exams are written at your study center. Not to waste much of our time here, because we are still going to conduct an orientation on exam. Let's face on the one for what is going on recently. Now, number two, regarding facilitation and practical course. Let's dive to facilitation and practical course. Now, if you are working and you don't have time to attend facilitation, don't choke yourself. Facilitation is having a zero. Now, let me tell you all this very compulsory, which we have told students that have even graduated for us. Don't forget that people are even bringing the facilitation is not compulsory, and that the most important thing which I will let you know is that group study. You create a group study for you students is the best. Number one, there are some courses that you'll be wondering when you get to your exams, you'll be wondering that this course asked in the CBT exams is not even taught in the facilitation. Facilitation, I will use the word zero it. Except those who are having the time. Let's say the young students. And we know that students in now, many students are above 25, 26, 30. I have someone in grammar, 80 years, who is in now recently, and we talk time to time. You know that many of you are age, you don't have the time, and you know facilitation too consumes data, and you know how expensive data is. Simple, it is not compulsory. Create I was, yeah, last week, GS 103. I was there and I was laughing. I was like, oh God, I contacted one of our team. I was like, and this student with their entering facilitation, you know, spending hours on data. And last week, just 103, the facilitator did not attend the lecture at all. You can imagine. So create a group study. Create a group study for yourself, you students. A WhatsApp platform, create it, join the platform, do a group study. Let's say you students know that by 8:30 you'll be available. Do a group study, reach out to tutors to contact you, to lecture you, all right? And believe me, at the end of the day, the facilitation, the tutorial, the group study, you will see that it is times 10 better than facilitation. I know what I'm saying. I am 100% know what I'm saying. This, ask any old student, this is what they do. They don't even attend facilitation. Now, not to waste much of our time, let's proceed to the next aspect. Now, let's look at practical course. We said fast. Now, on our platforms, we don't give information of practical course directly from the headquarters anymore, because we have seen students complaining when they receive information from the headquarters. They then divert the information and make and utilize it to their study centers, and at the long run it affects them. So I would just implore you, on our platform, in fact we have put students from student as admin. Now I will implore you that get information directly from your study centers. Get information directly from where? From your study centers. That is the best. All right? Get information directly from your study centers. If you're in Ikorodu study centers, get information from there. If you are from Victoria Island, get information from there. There are platforms you get. In fact, myself and my team, we send information. Those of you that have known me so far, you notice the information and the work we do day and night. So practical course, the lab code, everything you need to do, just get your study center, everything will be elucidated to you. I hope you are clear on that. Now, now let's proceed to um now the main reasons for this webinar is what I will speak on right now. The main reason. Now there are several important things you students must then take note, which are far important than facilitation, which are far important than even practical course and some other thing. You see, I'll be slow here so that you will listen to this. In now, you would have heard students saying they used 5 years. You hear students saying a 4 years course, a 4 years course took them 10 years. A 5 years course took them 15 years. I'm telling you based from experience. I have students who have passed from us. We have several students. They regretted, but after consoling them, after comforting them, they took, we motivated them, we encouraged them, and they have to continue. Because at the end of the day, what does it profit you? After paying series of money, at the end of the day, you do not come out with certificate. Now, you'll be hearing students using 4 years, which end up using 10 years in now, a 4 years course. Now, the reason for this is number one, students' ignorance. They don't know what this school entails. Students' ignorance. Number two is that students don't listen. They think and they depend on themselves. They think they can do all things themselves. They depend on themselves. As I'm speaking to you by now, I believe it's only 100 level first semester students that are here on this platform, I believe, or second semester or freshers. Speaking to you by now, we orientate final year students, even 800 level students. We orientate them to show you the level at what now entails, because they know that now is different from any university. A 4 years course can take students to 10 years course. Now, not to prolong words and matter. Now, I want you to take note of all this, not to, so as to avoid such things. Number one, let's look at some important things to note each semester. Number one, registering the right course. Hold on, few minutes. Number one, you register the right course. I hope you can see everything clearly on the board here. You register the right course. Now, you see about these now things, this now system. Please listen to this very carefully. Every semester, there are some important course you students must register for each semester. Now, freshers, 100 levels for semester. If you don't register this course, GST 103, 101, GST 105, and NOU 107. These four, for first semester, if you don't register these four, I think it's only 100 level students that are here. If you don't register these four for your first semester, if you are not careful, by the time you want to graduate in final year, you will see that your name will not come out from graduation list. And that is why 50% of Noun students don't graduate with their colleagues. I mean it, 50%. And this is what we have been doing, and this is what we have been, the complaints we have been seeing. We have told students, but that's why you are doing something like this, you students. Okay, we have 300 levels. Now, I'm coming to 300 level students. Now, GST 103, GST 101, and GST 105, and NOE 107 is an important course. An important course for you students. 100 level first semester. Now, going to direct entry students who enter the school as 300 level or 200 level, the course compulsory for you are GST 203. Listen to this: GST 203, GST 201, and NOU 107. And lastly, GST 302. This course is compulsory for you as your first semester. This course, I'm talking to 200 those that enter the school as a direct entry. So if your cafe people, and you see about cafe, we have told you severally, we are coming to that, not to, pack all things together. GST 203, all this course is compulsory for 300 level and 200 level, those that enter the school as direct entry. Why this is for who? 100 level first semester students. So that's the aspects, all right? So ensure that each semester compulsory courses are registered. Now, the reason why we are saying this, by the time you get to 400 level first semester, 400 level, those courses will affect you. Now, what I will do right now, immediately after this webinar, I will share a link for you students to join. On that link, on that WhatsApp platform, I will then state where you can see the courses meant for your semester, those compulsory courses. All right. Now let's go to the next important rule. So we have talked about number one, and like I used to tell you, also note, always get to your counselor's office. You see, cafe people, don't depend on them. In fact, have 10%. Let your dependence be on 10% of on cafe people. We have several reports of cafe people to us. Just let me give you one instance. There was a student who's supposed to graduate in 2019. There was a student who's supposed to graduate with his colleagues in 2019. He graduated in 2024. His cafe people didn't tell him all this, which we are doing. We didn't tell him all the important courses, everything you need to do. He was only telling him, do this, do that. Later on, you could imagine that he had to return back in 2023 to carry and write only one course. What's that course? NOU 107. He paid his school fees, he paid school fees, paid for TMAs, paid for exams, and rewrite just one course. He came back for just one course. So ensure you take all this. And if you are someone that don't have time to go to school, I've told you severally, reach out to me and my team. We are always available. We are always online. So that's the first, and that is first aspect. Now let's divide to another. Number two. Number two. Now, very important, TMAs. Many of you don't take TMAs very serious. The tutor mark the assignment. TMA is one big problem and reasons why students don't graduate from the school. Sometimes students that don't finish their TMA can take students extra 2 years because of not finishing their TMA. I remembered a 200 level student in 2021 or so, who was a student under us then, both in first semester and second semester of his 200 level. He attempted only TMA 1 and didn't finish the rest. Although when he got to his exams, he came out with flying colors, 60, 45, 65, in all courses. And because of the TMAs, he had E all through. Now, the E itself was a fake E. How was the E fake? By the time he got to his final year, he couldn't graduate. When he had to report to the ICT, we tabled everything for him. He used close to 4 months. He didn't even know what was wrong. From the ICT at the headquarters, they told him that he has some courses that is incomplete. He has some courses which is incomplete. And he was like, he sat for the exams. They said, your TMA 2 and TMA 3 of 10 10 courses, no, 10 courses in first semester, 10 courses in second semester, which he didn't attempt to. He had to return back to attempt 10 courses each semesters. That's how TMA is. That is how the TMA is. And we have said this severally. If you don't have time to attempt all your 21 to 33 TMAs with 63 to 77 discussion forum, that's over 100 tasks to do. Bring it to us. Like I have said, we have all the answers. In fact, for you bringing it to us, trusting us, we are going to help you with TMAs as all the answers as we are with us. And don't forget, our teams are the one collecting all massive box and submission of TMAs from agents and from other consultants, both TMAs, student complaints, and everything. From 100 to 800 level, we are the one collecting it and making the submission at the quarters. All right. So feel free for the TMA assistant. You can reach out to us. This is our number. We pasted a number for one assistant. This is our number for the TMA assistant. Just reach out to us, and within, thank God, TMA 3 is out right now. And also, if you are writing your TMAs and your TMAs, TMA 1, in TMA 1, I hope you know how to check your TMA, everyone. It's simple. Go to each courses. Go to each courses, everyone. If you on your portal, TMA 1, the scores, you see something over 10. If you have 8 over 10, it will have 8.00, 8 over 10. TMA 2, 9.00 over 10. I hope you are with me. So this is how it show. So TMA 1 and TMA 2, 8 plus 9, 17. And I've said this earlier on. If you're a student writing your TMAs yourself and you're having 8 and 9, doing it yourself, well, you are good to go. You are good to go. You don't need to contract the TMA to us. You are doing well. We know we can't be perfect as us scoring 9 over 10, 10, 10, 9 over 10, 10, 10, as the answers are with us. Now, but if your TMAs, you are scoring 6 in TMA 1, 6, or let's say your TMA 1 and TMA 2, your additional TMA 1 and TMA 2, you are having nothing less than 15 over 20. We have stated this earlier on. Please look for solutions. Noun exams is fire, and you will all know. Well, by the time for exam, we're going to elucidate more to you, so that you won't have to, you won't later run to the hand of scammers. So, like I said, bring the TMAs to us. We will furnish you. We will make your TMA well furnished. All right. So this is the contact or reach out to the Noun News team. That's the second aspect. And let's talk about something else. We have talked about practical course now, and we have talked about exam clearance. So those joining us, the exam clearance, you need to get your study center for exam clearance. All information and details you will need will be explained at your study center. Now, we have used more than 30 minutes here. We're going to leave the floor for questions. Let's do well to ask questions on the platform. Type in your questions. To those having questions, type in your questions right now. Because of our time, like I said, I don't want to use 1 hour, so that um for tomorrow's work, and two, not to waste data. So those who are having questions, type in your question on the comment section, and we will reply every one of you. Also, we can't reply all. We will paste a link of the platform for you to join, to those who are not able to answer. Okay. Now, someone is asking a question. How do we? How do we? How do I know when we have classes? Is there timetable? Yes, there's timetable. So I will send a. Let me check out a link for you students to join. You know what I will do? Right now, immediately this video end. Once this video end, or reach out to me on this contact one on one directly for that for the for any of 100. We have close to 100 studies, 100 level first semester students. Now you reach out to me here, or immediately after this video end, come back to this platform. On the comment section, you will see a link. Click on the link, it will direct you to the platform. You see our admins over there. Then there we're going to send you the timetable, because the timetable are diversified, because we can't say all student timetable based on their departments and level. So I hope I have answered your question. Now let's look at another person's question. Now GST 105, someone has a question. Please, is GST 105 for computer science? GST 105 is for all students in now, all faculty, all students that enter the school 100 level second semester. Biometric have started. You should get your study center. GST, I've said it earlier on. Someone asked a question. Is GST 103 compulsory? I won't repeat myself. GST 101, GST 103, GST 105, and 107 is compulsory for 100 level 4 semester students. Now, to those entering the school as direct entry, GST 203, GST 201, GST 302, business plan, and NOU 107. This is it, all stated, is compulsory for direct entry students. All right? Okay. Now, those asking us for how much is TMA, don't ask here. Come to my direct contact. Bring your students to us for the TMAs. We will answer them. We're going to do the TMA for them directly from the headquarters here. Just reach out to me on the contact. You don't state that one over here. Now, someone is asking, what are we expected to come with on exam days? We have said that earlier. Work on clearance. We have been seeing information on clearance form. Get your study center for your exam clearance. Those who are recently joining us, this video is recorded. Scroll back. That is why we make use of YouTube instead of Zoom. Zoom, you won't see the video anymore. In fact, once this video ends, on all platforms, you see the recordings of this YouTube, of this video. So scroll back, you can download, data is not much, and re-listen to the audio, the video. Okay, now let's navigate. I'm a student. A question. I am a new student studying computer science. I've registered for the semester and I'm seeing 13 courses. I tried to pay for the money for the courses, but it didn't reflect on my e-wallet. Now, okay, in this scenario, reach out to me on direct contact. Okay, reach out to me on, let me paste out my direct contact here for students to view. I think some students can't see my direct contact on the screen. Okay, yeah. So this is the contact here, 0811 30 89380. So that's the WhatsApp number. So reach out to me on that. Then question 2. Another question. Now listen everyone, to those who are still here. A quick one, very important. Very, very important. I should have stated this, it escaped my mind. Course material textbook. It is not compulsory you get your study center to get the hard copy. The school Every semester, there is over 1,000 students entering the school. And sorry to use the word, don't let me say things against the school. Um, I will just advise you. The school has tried for you. All the copies are online. Download the soft copy online. And if you have money, you can print it out. But the best advice, the best candid advice for you is download the soft copy online. And after, when it's time for exam, navigate and start getting area of concentration. So don't disturb yourself. We have students that every blessed day he spends 3,000 naira to study center to get course material, and they have been telling him, come back tomorrow, come back next week, come back next week. You don't need to get on online. Now that's why I'm posting a link on the YouTube platform after this webinar. On this same YouTube, we have ways on how you students can download your course material. Your own is join the link. From us, from our team, we're going to send you how you can download your course material, how you can pay your school fees, how you can do things, most importantly, how you students can do things yourself. You see, math crap there is called, someone is asking a question. Please, how can, is there anything called math practical? Yes, there is math practical. There is math practical. Good morning, sir. Good evening, sir. Rather, is TME for all courses? TME is for all courses. All courses. So, sir, why are they not registering GST 102 for most of us? Who is helping you to register GST 105? I believe it's just a mere cafe. And that is why I say all these cafe people, they are business minded. I said an example of a student. He has a cafe person who didn't register NOU 107 for him for 4 years. And it took this person 9 years to graduate. I'm not saying you bring the cost to us to register. If you bring it to us to register or get your counselor's office, the first thing you have to always put in your mind is counselor's office. Counselor's office. It will elucidate details for you. Just 102, 105 is compulsory. Okay? Can I do my TME after paying school fees? Yes. After 5 days, at most 5 days, you do your TME. You after at most 5 days, you submit. At most 5 days, you can work on your TMEs. I don't have original copy of my O level result, but can use a photocopy of my O level result. Just get your study center, take the photocopy demanded, the 3 copies, take it to them, and everything will be cleared. You explain to them. You know, just get to the study center, reach out to them, and everything will be cleared. So if they compulsorily tell you to bring the O level result, then you have to get the O level result. Yes, someone is asking, can you register school fees? Yes, you can register yourself on the YouTube platform. Just subscribe to the YouTube platform. You will see helps we have done for you students to do things yourself. All right. Okay, counselor, don't worry. I'm going to on the link after this webinar. We're going to post where you can see each counselor's number, each counselor's name. Now, very important question. Why do now students, I think people need to listen to this. Why do now students don't go for NYSC? Now, this is the clue. We've made the findings and realized that if now students goes for NYSC, if now students go for NYSC, you are using it to affect, because that's a very good question. You are using it to affect the government every year. Now let's make a comparison between Lagos State University, or let's say Unilag University, and now in Unilag we can have over, let's say, 1,000 students graduating. Let's approximate to, let's say, 2,000 students graduating from their university, both their part-time, full-time, DPP. But in now, every year, don't forget that round now runs 2 semesters. Every semester, nothing less than 10,000 students graduate. That's the list. 10,000 students graduate. They come out. So all these things, it will have. And number two, now it's an open and distant learning. But note that the school also recognize, the school collects Noun certificate, NYSC certificate. Now collects NYSC certificate. Why? Or how rather? They don't go for the discharge. They collect exemption letter, or what we call exclusion letter. Now, the differences between exclusion and discharge, that is, discharge is meant for conventional university, is that the discharge certificate, you need to travel from I mean, how the NYSC people do, you travel from your study center, you travel from your university, from your location to another location. But the discharge, the exclusion or exemption letter is done within your jurisdiction, and you collect your certificate. In fact, as we are seeing things, it's now that they are compulsorily making use of JAM regularization. You are seeing things as in the next less than 4 years to go. Now students will go for NYC, the discharge certificate, and that is where you students will decide either you want exclusion or discharge. Now, we have a question: how can we attend to our TMEs? It's simple. Work on all your discussion forums. After working on let's assume you want to work on the TME 1, attempt discussion forum 1, discussion forum 2, and then you'll be able to attempt TME 1. Attempt discussion forum 3, discussion forum 4, you'll be able to attempt TME 2. Work on discussion forum 5, discussion forum 6, and course feedback, and you'll be able to attempt TME 3, and then finalize your TME. Please, students, don't forget to attempt your TME. Very important. If you, like I've given an example, I said a story of a student. If you don't attempt your TME and you sit for exam, if you miss one of your TME and you sit for exam, even in fact, if you pass all your exams in flying colors, you have automatic carryover. If you fail your TME, you have automatic carryover. We have 100 level students who have all F. Although that is not the end of the day. Every if a student come in last week, she was weeping, she was crying, she was having all F. When I asked her about her TM, she said, they don't she didn't write her TMEs. So ensure you attempt your TME. And I've said this earlier, if you don't have the time, you bring it to us, we assist you, we do the completion for you without any. So let's attempt to one more question, very more important question. Exam timetable is not out, but let's look at this question. Okay, please, okay, when will the timetable be out? The timetable for exam be out since it remains few weeks to commence. Now the timetable will be out. Once it's out, you start seeing the posts everywhere. In fact, you'll be among the first people to post the timetable out to our platform. All right. I think I have answered few. I know we haven't answered even 50% of student question. So what we are going to do right now, we are channeling our webinar, our questions on WhatsApp. So immediately this webinar end, ensure to look out for the link under the comment section to join other students, ask your question, and also, like I used to tell students in now, I've said this severally, those that have passed through us, if you want to get constant information, always pin any informative WhatsApp group. Don't forget that there are several WhatsApp groups. We have WhatsApp group that scammers are and non-informative. Join the platform that is informative, pin it or archive it. So you will be able to locate them immediately. I think we have used almost 1 hour here, not to waste much of our time. You see you on the platform. Thank you for having us here this evening. See you during exam times. Bye for now.